trying to take out the tanks valiantly, but he just cannot get past that defense. There are just too many tanks every time. The Defilers just don't have enough energy.
Yeah, even though he managed to get rid of all them science vessels like a boss, he just could not get rid of the tank line. The tank line is so strong, especially with the defensive shield being put down by the science vessels on the tanks. It just makes it that much harder to get rid of it. And Jaedong's looking at that position as this expansion is under siege now. He really needs to reinforce this to get back into the lead. Jaedong down at 150 food compared to the 150 of the towering Flash. The ultimate weapon is showing us why that is his nickname.
You know, it reminds me of just like Rocky. Flash just sits there and takes a beating, takes a beating, takes a beating, and when you're worn out, he's going to come back and just roll you over.
And here we go with the link drop. The link drop's going to go into there. The Defilers got put down as well. The cloud being put down. There's not enough. There's too many units there. This link drop just not successful. The lurk is being put down as well. He does manage to clear that little part out with right behind that army. There's a ton of Flash units.
Yeah, he did get that center, the center of the tank army, but they are going to have to disperse back to Flash's base here.
Well, it looks like Flash may be looking to try and harass that top expansion as well. This is really nice play by Flash, doing this critical harassment on these expansions that really matter when we go into the late game.
Yeah, such an amazing job right now, and they are going to need that money because it's dwindling in each of the expansions they had before. Another setup of tanks in the middle. Right now, the containment of Flash huge all across the map as he starts to push Jaedong back.
Oh, look at all these mines. He's got to be super careful moving units across the map. All these things are getting destroyed by these vultures. Mines as well, especially the tanks being plus 3-3 upgrades for Flash. So we look at all their mines, killing everything.
Very nice job with the plague on the mine before they went down to catch them. That was a very good job. 129 to 70 on the food.
And Flash is slowly wearing Jaedong down. Jaedong needs to keep his expansions up, but he just can't hold on to these expansions. It looks like he will eventually lose the top. Will Jaedong be able to defend against this? He has enough units, but Flash is reinforcing top coming. Though, as we are getting later into the game, minerals are running out. I mean, gas is low as well. This is an extremely close game.
You know, he is the ultimate weapon for a reason, and he's going to show here right now as he just slowly trickles away the defense of Jaedong. Flash coming out very strong in the end, just taking all that damage from Jaedong, making Jaedong waste and waste and waste, and a beautiful defensive job, even with the Dark Swarm, even coming in, calming him out, having rows and rows after tank and the defense on the right side of that base, just absolutely not allowing Jaedong in, and now he's pretty much stuck in a rock and a hard spot to figure out what to counter with.
Yeah, it's really hard for Jaedong right now. He's losing so many kills. His food count's down to 58 compared to the monstrous 121 from Flash. Jaedong's under a lot of pressure right now. He really needs to pull something out of the bag to get back into this game. But it's extremely hard with this form of harassment always on the expansions. He just kind of I love the way he keeps that Niners to get down there to start mining again. But Flash puts up more siege tanks. And this is not what Jaedong wants. The units are going to go down the link. Oh, he tries to link into the tank. Really nice play by Jaedong. Is he going to get that tank down? He should get that down. And he does once again defend that, but he really does need to start mining from there.
Yeah, he really does. Or at least he does have 600, 400, possibly pop out a few mutalisks. Give those tanks some harassment because he does not have science vessels anymore. He only has vultures in those tanks running around the Goliaths back at base. He could definitely take out that mid defense, give himself a little bit more room to work with, and possibly grab back one of those expansions.
Yeah, Flash really can't afford to build any science vessels right now. He needs all his gas to be spent onto these tanks. It looks like he's going to once again set up out here. Jaedong really needs to hold on to this one. This is going to be the hardest of all. He really 133 food, so many units, and Jaedong just trying to load. He's trying to load into this overload to get into position onto these tanks. And here it comes. Will he be able to do any damage against this?
Yeah, Jaedong, he has to really come up with something big right now, unless he's got it hiding on the map from all of us. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Flash with your first match.
And Flash taking that down like the one, like the best Terra player. Jaedong not looking extremely impressed on stage. You know, he's looking like, oh no, not again. I have to play Flash. And we're going into the same repeat as previous throughout the year. The MLG.